Hello guys, we're going to start here in just a second. Just going to share the link. All right. All right, so we got another 16 matches to get through today. Let me check the volume here. Volume's good. All right, to the A bracket. Let's see. Man. Let's start with credible. Who would he work well with here? We'll do these two.
Fight!
All right. Ooh.
Give up! Give up! Give up!
Ooh.
Give up!
The suplex out of the ring.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
1, 2, 3!
Ooh.
One, two!
Fallaway slam.
Minutes gone.
Give up! Give up! Give up!
Super kick. Cover.
1, 2!
Ooh. Fallaway slam. Tossed out of the ring. Atomic drop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, cutter. Gets back to time. Oh, incredible with the cheap win. Let's see who. What can we do here? Let's get Sandman some action here. Sandman and Funk, we'll do that.
Fight! Yeah! Give up! Yeah! One!
Ooh. Being put up top. Oh, DDT from the top rope.
2, 3!
Spinning toe hold.
Give up! Give up! One, two, three, four!
Counter. Oh, he just got critical. He just broke his freaking leg. Let's see. Owen Hart still 5 points. Man, what could he... We'll do Owen Hart and Triple H.
Fight!
Ooh. Oh, high kick counter. Dragon Sleeper. Oh, spinning heel kick.
Give up! Give up! Give up!
5 minutes gone.
Delayed suplex. Oh, ref is down. Spine buster. Drop kick him out of the ring.
2, 3.
One, two!
Oh, pedigree.
One, two!
Northern Lights. Foot in the ropes. Another pedigree. That could do it. Oh. Dang. Quick match there. See, HBK still only 7. All right, we got. Let me see. Where are you? All right, let's find. HBK Kurt Angle. There we go. We'll do that one.
Fight! Give up! Give up! Give up! Give up!
Counter. Shoulder thrust in a corner.
One!
Ooh, figure 4.
5 minutes gone.
Arcs the leg.
Give up!
Ooh. Suplexes him out of the ring.
3, 4.
One!
Moonsault on the back. Figure 4.
Give up! Give up!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Give up! Give up!
Moonsault dodged. DDT. Backbreaker.
10 minutes gone.
Going up top again. Elbow drop. A wicked German sends HBK out of the ring. He gets right back in. He might be in trouble. Punch trading between the competitors. Super kick. Going up top. Elbow drop. Moonsault. Super kick. Going up top. Elbow drop.
1 more minute. 30 more seconds. 10 more seconds.
Oh, wow. Oh, then Tommy Dreamer was going to come down. Oh, man. That was a match. Jeez. Let's see. RVT 4. Let's do... Ooh, we'll do Will Ospreay and RVD. There we go.
Fight!
Oh, Essex Destroyer.
One! Oi!
1, 2, 3.
5-star. Oh, dodges it. Ugh. Five-star frog splash. Ooh, throws him out of the ring.
3, 4, 5.
Monkey flip. Oh, cover. Ooh. Oh, Jeff Hardy's coming down.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Oi! 1, 2, 3, 4!
10 minutes gone.
Ooh. Poison Rana. Another Essex Destroyer. Super kick. Oh! Oz Cutter.
1, 2, 3!
Oh! Wow. Let's see. Chono and Morton, yeah, we can do that. Oh. Atomic drop. Gut wrench. Figure 4. Irish whip. Inverted atomic drop.
Lock and load! Give up! Give up! Give up! Give up! Give up! Lock and load! Give up! Give up!
5 minutes gone.
DT. Oh, Enziguri. Suplex them out of the ring.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, Kenka Cat.
Give up! Give up! Give up!
Punch trading between the competitors. Body slam from Chono. There's Toronto with some punches. Going up top. Cross body with the cover. Almost had him. Deflects them out of the ring. Morton catches his breath. Drop kick. Goes for a jackknife pin. Almost had him. STF. Breaks out of it. Ooh. Body slam. Ooh. Oh, he's setting him up. Drop kick to the other side of the ring. Good God. STF. Oh, and he taps. Oh, man. What a match. That was competitive. Morton could have had it, but those STFs really did their damage. Seeing what we can. Ooh, Steamboat and Rollins. We can do that. I will talk about more towards the end of the stream, but I do plan on streaming again today, later this evening. So for anyone looking for more Fire Pro action today, there will be more today. Double chicken wing. Rolling hell kick. Ooh.
1, 2. Ha! Ha!
Counter. Lands him out of the ring. Ooh, big chops. A lot of chops from Steamboat. Super kick, cover. Grounded super kick. Head scissors submission around the neck. Oh, ripcord knee. Steamboat's in trouble here. Oh, Rollins gets a win. Just relentless offense from Rollins gets him a quick win. I'm sure Steamboat's gonna be looking for a rematch at some point down the line, which could happen at the Legends League spin-off show after the event concludes sometime. I want to say December. I think we're making good pace here. Let's see for the. Here's saw Kurt Angle. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a Jerry Lynn match. He has a man. Lynn and Dreamer. We haven't done a Tommy Dreamer match yet, so we can do this one here. Yeah. Is anyone excited for Survivor Series coming up in November 30th? I certainly am. I'm intrigued in how they're gonna do. The ladies' war game match is going to be weird. I mean, like, you could definitely tell that they spent a lot of focus on the men's war games and not as much on women's war games. I want to say WWE's women's storytelling stuff has kind of been a little mixed this year compared to the prior year. It definitely feels like they're really missing some of the bigger names, like Charlotte Flair, Asuka. Maybe more Asuka than Charlotte Flair, but I think the biggest problem isn't so much the lack of woman roster or anything. I just think that it's just more, it's just the focus isn't there. There's just not any story stuff going on, because the last couple years there was, there was Damage Control, there was stuff like that. There was Rhea Ripley. Yeah, can't wait. DPS. Yeah, how you doing, DPS? Yeah, I think it'll be great this year, Survivor Series. I just think I'm a little nervous about women's war games. The setup for it's a little shaky. That's good. But men's war games should kick ass. Like, I'm expecting that to be like freaking god tier. I don't know what else is booked for the pay-per-view though. I mean, only Centers Online, huh? Yeah, oh, the Sea of, oh yeah, that'd be freaking great. Oh, big move by Jerry Lynn. Cradle pile driver. Oh! Dreamer just got murdered. That's what put the... Man, there's nothing like being set up in a pile driver, having your opponent put his arms around your leg and then just shove the whole body down on the head. Hi, Sabier. How you doing? All right, back to the A bracket. Let's see. Let's do. Oh, let's get some Too Cold action. Over here. Yeah, we could do Too Cold and Sting. Well. Well, they need to find a way to get extra money for Jade Cargill's medical bills after being completely destroyed on a car.
Fight!
I will say this: if Chelsea Green doesn't win the women's U.S. title, I don't know who else will. I mean, I know they're doing a tournament. I haven't really followed it, but It has to be her. I mean, she's the best person for that title right now, in my opinion. Like, I don't know who else could, like, really bring more to it than Green. Yeah, women's wrestling in WWE, they're kind of in a tricky spot right now because now they got women's tags and a mid-card title, but they got 2 world titles, kinda. It's just the balance feels a little off. You know, because it's like, you can tell that they so desperately want to have the women's roster, like, on the same level as the men's in terms of, like, stories and belts and amounts and stuff, but it's in an awkward thing because they definitely have enough women to do, like, stables and tag stuff, but they don't quite have enough to, like, have it on all 3 shows. But they almost need to, though. I don't know, because I'm kind of at a point where I feel like it's very hard to develop, like, all those tag stuff and all the women's stories when they have to compete with the men's stuff.
Yeah!
1, 2, 3, 4.
But I don't know. It could just be an off year. But it definitely felt like the prior couple years were a bit stronger for the women's roster than this year.
Yeah!
Tombstone. Oh, almost had him. Oh, death drop. Oh, he has a tombstone now. Cover.
2, 3.
Oh. Surfer dying press. Horsewoman, get it, I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, Flair, I wouldn't mind if Flair was back, but I don't really want to see her compete for titles. I see her, I kind of think she's kind of at a level right now where I see her as more like personal feuds over, like, belt feuds, if anything. Becky Lynch might come back. I mean, I wouldn't mind if she came back. I don't really want to see her win titles necessarily. Dang, Spelcher. Yeah, Surfer Sting. Yeah. We had Surfer Sting for a bit. Then when he was traded to Star Fox promotion, he made him Crow Sting. But yeah, the only one I would want to come back and actually compete for titles and stuff is Asuka. Because because her new thing was so fucking over. And I think it still is. She's just been gone for so long. What would be a good one to do? Oh, let's get some class. What does Ric Flair have left? Oh, we haven't done Tanaka yet. We can do Flair and Tanaka. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of hope they do a lot for the Women's War Games match in terms of, like, surprises and stuff, because I feel like the setup for it is a little on the weak side. It is kind of weird seeing Damage Control members as baby faces now after all this time. All those injuries and stuff really decimated that group. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think it's hurt them a little bit, because I think the women's roster, what it needed was, because in all honesty, it's not like Jade Cargill hasn't 100% paid off. She has. It's just, I think the problem with Cargill is that I think they were hoping, because I think when they originally dropped the tag titles to in the Crash at the Castle, I think they were hoping to do Cargill and Bianca for a little bit, but then I think I think when they did that, I think they realized, oh shit, Cargill isn't ready yet for that kind of stuff. We gotta put her back into tag action. So they had her do that. Oh, Arn Anderson coming down. And now I think they wrote her off so she could like be a little bit more, to try to get her more work. I think signing her immediately to the main roster, in all honesty, I think it might have been a little bit of a mistake, because I think she would have benefited better in NXT a little bit. Not even for a long period of time, maybe just for like 2 or 3 months, maybe, just to kind of get her more inclined instead of shoving her up on a main roster right away.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Ooh, big strikes.
Come on!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, rolling elbow.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Ooh, almost got that. Power slam. Roaring elbow. Power bomb.
Come on!
That flap always gets me.
Oh no!
No, she wasn't.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, Ric Flair gets a cheap win. Oh. Another loss for Tanaka, man. Now we got dirtiest in the game. Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, we'll do a Mike Awesome match since we already had Tanaka. Well, we already seen Owen here. Oh, Awesome and Ray. I know we'll have to do it eventually, but man, he freaking killed. Gangrel would be interesting. DDP, Roberts, Punk. Ooh, let's do Rick Rude. We'll do that one. Yeah. But yeah, it should be good though. I'm kind of intrigued on what the rest of the card's gonna look like, because I don't know if any of the tag titles are gonna be on the pay-per-view. I don't know if the mid-card titles will. I don't even know if like the main belts are gonna be on there. Like, I don't really know how they're booking that show. I can look though. That's the magic of having cell phones that can pretty much are living computers. Yeah, exactly. So the only other War Games, the only other match booked outside of the War Game matches is Gunther and Priest for the world title. So they got that. I don't think they'll probably do another match or two, and that'll probably be it, because that's gonna be, because the War Game matches are gonna take up quite a bit of time. Oh, interference. Oh, Ricky Steamboat helping out Rick Rude. Ooh. German. Putting him on top. Counter. Oh. Sit out bomb. Rope saves Rick Rude there. Get injured. Go. I don't know why. Oh, awesome was a quick win. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that again. The only thing I can think of is, well, I haven't really been keeping up with that as much. I think, well, to be honest, I think a lot of it is, you know, Priest never had that rematch with Gunther after being screwed over by Balor. So that could be it there. And, well, and to be honest, they haven't really built up a lot of people to face Gunther for that title. They really haven't. And this is kind of, and that's kind of, I think, a problem when you do long-term story stuff like that, when you have everyone committed to other things. Like, Punk was committed to McIntyre forever. So those two were kind of out of that picture. So you couldn't really build those two up, either one of those two up to face Gunther. You know, it's just kind of an interesting predicament. Now, I'm sure it'll be a great match. I don't think Priest will beat him, because I don't know what Priest. The only reason why they would have Priest win Gunther for the belt is so that him and Finn Balor can resume their feud for that title. Then probably have Finn Balor beat Priest for it, so he can finally, you know, quote unquote complete his story or whatever. You know, that is probably, I think that's probably a big reason there. The only problem is if you have Gunther lose, yeah, exactly, what's he gonna do? You know, because he's kind of at the top now. I mean, I don't know what he could do once he loses this title. He could go after the WWE title, you know, against Cody Rhodes, but I don't know if even Cody will retain his title for much longer. I'm kind of getting the feeling he's gonna lose it soon. You know, I think he's probably going to lose it probably at, like, WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to keep it. But I don't know who's going to fight him. Let's see. Let's get some Cactus Jack action in here. Oh, Cactus Jack and Undertaker. Yeah, I that could be it there. But yeah, I know But I think Balor and McDonough still have the World Tag Titles. I think they're doing a tournament for contenders right now. But yeah, they really need to start building up some tag story stuff. Because right now, the only thing they're doing right now is the DIY turmoil thing that's revolving around the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
What?
But that also mentions, because I know Rhea Ripley's probably going to beat Liv get her title back at some point, probably WrestleMania. I guess my thing is, once you get Rhea that title back, what is she going to do? You know, is she just going to defend people? Who's she going to feud with? You know, there's just a lot of questions with some of these people they're building up to win these titles. Is that, what are they going to do? Well, here's the thing. Because this is something, I believe, when you're trying to build I think the key for people developing their wrestling stuff is rivalries. Because because rivalries I feel like are great for building up wrestlers for the title stuff. But the problem is you don't want the rivalries to last too long. And I think, and the thing is, when Triple H took over and Vince was, well, Vince, they had to go the opposite route. And they did, and it was great, but now we're at a point where it's like some of the stuff is taking so long. And the thing is, it's not the amount of titles they have. It's not having split rosters. And I don't think they even have like too many guys. It's just there's just something getting lost in the translation from the titles in the roster and then the way the show is booked, because you have 2 to 3 hours of wrestling every week across 2 shows in one. They classify as developmental, but I think that's kind of becoming a sort. But I don't know how much longer you can qualify NXT as developmental when they're pulling the same or even bigger numbers than the regular shows sometimes. Like how long is long enough? I mean, because the way I feel about it is that when they do the storylines, it feels like all they're doing is focusing on the other opponent, which is fine. But I remember older rivalries, it wasn't always like them and them specific. Like for example, when Austin feuded with the Hart Foundation, yeah, it was Brett mostly, but he also feuded with Pillman for a little bit in the Hart Foundation too. Like he feuded with guys kind of associated or tied into the story. Like the story doesn't necessarily have to be specifically 2 to 3 guys. It can involve other people. Oh, yeah. So I think what happened there, because here's the thing. Jey Uso, but especially LA Knight, because there's guys in the mid card that needed to win a title to solidify them, and Jey needed a solo title win because he was solo and he was called main event Jey Uso and he kept losing the big matches they put him in, and they needed him to win that to solidify him as a solo guy. He didn't need to hold it for long. I think they just needed him to win it because he was long overdue, and it was just the way it is. Because I think him tied to the blood. I don't think that was the thing there necessarily. I just think they realized, okay, we got these guys in the mid card that need to win a singles championship to solidify them, because if they keep doing what they're doing and losing, it's gonna make them look like shit, and it's not gonna do good for the product. So that's the way they did it. That's also why they had him drop it so quickly, because of the Bloodline story, because they knew that, okay, Jay, we're going to have you win this title, but it's not going to be for long because we need you to go back to Bloodline stuff. So you win the title, you have something on your resume, you lose it back to Braun, and Braun could do his thing with the title again, and you go to Bloodline stuff. So it was more about filling out a checklist of goals more than sense, which sometimes you have to do with some guys. Not every guy's gonna get like a 100 to 250 day reign. Some guys are only gonna hold the title for a month or so, just cause. No, I think it'd be too late. I think because it's easy to forget, but it felt like forever Jay being solo and not winning anything. The timing was a little off. I think Jay should have won it sooner. In my opinion, I think he should have won it way before. The timing is bad, but I think if you're gonna pull the trigger, it should be ASAP. And they did it as soon as they felt like they could. It was just bad timing. Because I would have had him won and hold it for at least like 100 days, like 2 to 3 months, not like a few weeks or a month, like double that. But they messed up with the timing. But it's done, At least he has it on a resume, and everything can move on from there. It's a little sloppy, but it's done. And sometimes you kind of need to do that in wrestling. Kinda. But you know what? I mean, but here's the thing though. Even if he didn't hold it for that long, he was still technically a champion. Because the thing with wrestling is that it's not so much how long you hold on to titles necessarily. I mean, it does add up sometimes, but I think the biggest thing more than anything is the fact that you won it. Like, look at Ric Flair. Like, he's like 16 to 21 time world champion. Now, were all those rings stellar? Hell no. Some of them were just blink it and you miss it. But no one remembers those. People just remember the fact that he won them. You know, that's kind of, I think that's kind of I think that's kind of thing there. But like I said, despite all that, they could have done a better job with it. They really could have. Because I think Jey Uso, but especially LA Knight, they should have won titles so long ago. But, you know, they make everything move at a slow pace. So it felt like forever. And I will say this, if they waited longer for LA Knight and Jey Uso, like those two guys specifically, but there's other guys too, but they're a little more on the safe side. If they waited longer to give those guys their first titles on the main roster, solo titles, at least beyond SummerSlam, it would have hurt them a lot. Like, people will stop being invested in them. So they had to do it. Well, wait, no, Jay didn't win it at SummerSlam. He won it later. But still, like, my point stands. Like, they had to do it to keep their credibility. I mean, him losing it so fast, I don't know how much it benefits him in the short term, but in the long term, when he does promos or he talks about his history, he can say he was Intercontinental Champion. He can put himself in that line, and I think that's the biggest thing there. But like I said, but at the end of the day, the timing was kind of stupid. Like, they should have done it earlier. I think waiting till after Survivor Series, I think it would have been okay, but I don't know what they got planned beyond Survivor Series with Bloodline stuff. So who knows how long we would have to wait before he would win it. Because if it goes on a lot longer, then it would have been way too long. It would have killed his solo stuff. Let's get a little Mr. Perfect action. He's got a lot of matches here. Do Drew. Yeah, and you know, it's funny because everyone says that it felt like Cena had the belt forever, but when I looked at a thing about how long he's held belts, like, he hasn't held a lot very long. I think a belt he on to the longest was like a little, like, almost 300 days. It's just, I think what caused the Cena, like, fatigue is the fact wasn't so much like the title, how long he held titles or how often he won them. I think it was just the fact that he was just held in such like a high regard that it just made fans so just tired of him. Orton didn't have that problem because of the fact that he did flip between face and heel a decent amount, but he was mostly heel. But he was more, but
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I never thought about it yet, but I don't know because he brought Punk in, and Punk is a Paul Heyman guy, so I don't know if he would turn on, because if he's turning on Roman Reigns, he's kind of turning on Punk too, and I don't know if they'll go that far with it, but you know what? On a side note, a Paul Heyman CM Punk feud where Paul Heyman has like people, some of the wrestlers he manages, like some Bloodline guy and stuff, that would be interesting because a CM Punk Paul Heyman feud would be pretty cool to spin off from this if Paul Heyman does portray them, which I think would be kind of interesting. Claymore.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, jeez. So he could. I wouldn't be surprised, but it'd be fun. I mean, oh man, but CM Punk Paul Heyman feud would be great. Because imagine the promos that those two would have with each other. Like, good lord, that'd be fun. but it could happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they'll go all the way. Because here's the thing. I legit don't know who's gonna win that Survivor Series match. I mean, odds are probably like. Let's do a Styles match. Odds are probably. I put a slight edge towards. I'm gonna do Doink. New Bloodline just to put them over even more. But I think if it's gonna main event the show, then you probably want. Then there's a temptation to have the fans quote unquote leave home happy, so they might have OG Bloodline win. And I wouldn't necessarily mind that either, because in all honesty, the new Bloodline's kind of been over the old Bloodline in quite a few instances. And I think I'm literally not sure how they're. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna end the Bloodline war. I mean, it makes sense to end it at Survivor Series, but right now with WWE, it feels like there's a big obsession with having all the big shit end at either WrestleMania or SummerSlam. And I don't know if they'll let it be at Survivor Series. I'm not sure. I feel like there'd be a huge temptation to stretch it a little bit to WrestleMania. So I'm not sure. But I don't know, because here's the other thing too. Like, you can still do the Bloodline stuff and still have guys fight with other guys in single feuds and tie it into the story. You don't have to have just the same 10 guys in the orbit all the time. You can mix it up a little bit. But I don't know. Poison Rana.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just saying that, like, before WrestleMania 40 about the fucking Bloodline stuff. Like, the Bloodline stuff, I felt like... And here's the thing, it wasn't so much the story that bothered me, it's the fact that they felt like they had to hold on to like 80% of the titles that whole run. And that bothered me so much during that time, because it killed the roster. And to be honest, I still think a lot of the roster is still hurting from all that, because so many guys just sit around doing fuck all, and it just hurt their credibility. Like, look at Theory. He cashed in on the US title because they weren't going to let him cash in on Roman Reigns, because everyone knew that Theory wasn't going to beat Roman Reigns, so there was no point in it. And him cashing in on U.S. title wouldn't have been as bad if Rollins say it was an open challenge, because he easily could have gone down and fight him without cashing in. That's the problem there too. So yeah, it was just a messy time, for title stuff. But yeah, but the problem with the Bloodline is it going on so long. There's been so many moments of like, okay, it's good, and then moments like, man, this is just horseshit. No, he shouldn't have. I get why having him have the briefcase, but here's the thing: if it becomes obvious you're not gonna have Roman Reigns drop those titles, except for specific points like a WrestleMania, then why the fuck even bother? This is the problem when you have guys hold on to titles too long, is that you put everything in a corner. Once you eliminate the vibe of anyone can win anything at any time, it really makes things predictable. It really does. And that's why I'm not really a fan of super long title reigns, because I think it makes things like the most I think a wrestler should hold on to a title, I think, is about a year-ish, roughly. And there's a lot of variables on why. Could be like the roster's weak, and you need to build guys up a little bit, or or he's super over and people don't want him to lose yet. Yeah, and Theory isn't bad either. You know, they have him be a heel for so long. I'm legit intrigued how he would do as a babyface, because him as a heel, it kind of works, but I don't know. I feel like it's just not clicking like it should. Let's do a Rey Mysterio match. Let's see. Mysterio and Jericho. We can do that.
Fight!
Oh, Grayson Waller? You know what? Grayson Waller's pretty good too. I like the pairing of the two. I think if you're gonna turn Austin Theory babyface, him feuding with Waller is the best choice, because Waller is a great heel. I get ya. He hasn't done a lot yet outside of win those WWE tag titles, but I think he'll get there eventually. Like, the thing with a lot of wrestlers that are on the cusp of being great, they just need the right rival. They need somebody that works really well off them to really catapult them. Like, I think it's really hard for a wrestler to really start getting their name across without having someone to feud properly against. And you don't necessarily need to start out with like an Austin Rock level of intensity necessarily. Sometimes you just need like maybe like a Rock Shamrock or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think the tag divisions in both shows are strong enough where you could start breaking up a couple guys, a couple groups, and I think it'd be okay. Because they got a lot of stables with tag teams in them that haven't won shit yet. And that really need that. But yeah, I think it's about time they break up though. I think the timing's right. Ooh, missed it. Counter.
1, 2, 3!
Oh, Mysterio gets the win. Yeah, especially with the tag teams. I will say I am so disappointed that after because here's the thing. Before they separated the tag titles again, when they were unified, they put so much focus on them, and I was thinking finally tag team titles are going to get a big push now. And then they debuted the new titles and they looked great. I mean, the WWE tag titles a bit more than the world titles, but even the world titles look leagues better than the old tag titles. I'd rather take those over anything that were for the last 16 years, but they haven't done anything with them. They haven't even been on pay-per-view, or anything like that. Or I'm sorry, PLEs. They haven't been on them at all, and it's just like, come on, you did all this fresh look stuff and you're not even going to have them on the pay-per-views? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I will say this. I am happy that they are starting to do some story stuff with with DIY and the Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns, because I think that's going to elevate those titles quite a bit. And they need to do that with the World Tag titles too. Like, if they're that committed to the tag division, they need to start promoting it more. Um, and I think they should, because I love that they got a decent amount of stables active, but the stables are only going to be credible if you give them some title runs. If you don't give them any titles to work with, it's not going to make them legitimate. All right. It's actually going to be the last match of the stream here that we're going to do. Yeah, I mean they had them win the tag titles for a little bit, and then they dropped them, and yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, they need to start though. Like they yeah, they need to start. I'm kind of, because it's very disappointing. But I think the problem too is that it's like I said before, it's not that they have too many titles or the roster isn't the right size necessarily, although maybe having a few more women on the main roster would help in some aspects. Or even the show division's good too. It's just, I don't know. It's like they're not balancing things right. Like, I think the problem too is that it's not so much that there's too much story or not enough matches. It's that the balance isn't quite there. Like, I think if they give everyone like a certain amount of time, like even if it's a little amount of time to just do story stuff, I think they could elevate a lot more with that. But I mean, but I wouldn't know where to begin with that. I mean, I don't do the book. I mean, I don't do wrestling booking for a living, so I don't have that much room to criticize. I have a little room to criticize, but not a lot, because I don't know how much better I'd be doing in that position. But still, in all honesty, they really need to do more with the tag team division. That's a no-brainer there. Like, anyone would get that. Guerrero and Regal we can do.
Fight! One! Give up! Give up!
Winning the title's not enough. Need rivals for the Rage title. There's no chasing JD and Finn, or no one has said. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, the title stuff. But feuds mixed with titles are great. Like the Cena Edge feud was perfect for that, because definitely personal animosity, but it was tied with titles, and it elevated those titles. And yeah, the titles did bounce back and forth a little bit between the two of them. The reigns weren't exactly long, but that's fine, because what you're showing is two evenly competitive individuals fight for something that they hold of value, and that adds a lot to that title. Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot more. I mean, hell, during the dark years of like no titles around, there was so many tag teams active that would have done great with title runs, but they never got a chance. Like the Imperium tag team, the Street Profits did, and I mean Ricochet and Braun Strowman were paired up as a tag team forever, and they won like almost all their matches, and they never had a title run. I mean, There's just so much missed during that time.
10 minutes left.
1, 2.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, you can do great tag feuds. I mean, it's not hard. Oh, Regal stretch gets them the win. Not really. I mean, they are starting a little bit of something between the Profits, the Machine Guns, and DIY with Thomas Ciampa just losing his shit all the time. So there's something brewing there, but it's still cooking. It's not there yet. But they need to start doing that with a lot more. I know the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six are feuding with Miz kind of tied in, and that's doing good too. But that's not really a title feud. That's definitely like more of a personal stuff more than anything. But it's still good at least. At least it's something of substance, kinda. All right, got all this. Now we're gonna look at the rankings to see where everyone's at after today here. In A bracket, Vader still leads with 32 points. Osprey and Canyon are tied with 24 each for second place, and Sting is third with 23 points. B bracket, Chono leads with 27 points, Christian second with 25 points, and Daniels is third with 24 points. C bracket, Seth Rollins leads with 35 points. Mike Awesome second place with 31 points, and Gangrel and CM Punk are tied for third with 24 points each. D bracket, Jerry Lynn leads with 32 points. Stone Cold Steve Austin second place with 27 points, and Kurt Angle's third with 26 points. So pretty close for a lot of them. No, it's a shame because it's a good nucleus. Because we all know that Karrion Kross is solid. He just isn't. He's just been dry for a long time. The tag team in Paul Ellering, those guys are solid too, and Scarlett's always A+. But it just hasn't clicked. And the reason I think it hasn't clicked with Cross on the main roster is because he built his whole gimmick around like mind games and time and all that. But the problem is he did it with a bunch of guys and none of it really worked. Except for maybe Xavier Woods kinda a little bit, but has it? I mean, I don't know. You know, it just feels like he keeps saying shit that doesn't plan out. And if you want to make someone with credibility, like, it doesn't have to be all the time, but if they say shit's gonna get weird, it needs to get weird. You know, you gotta build that up when you're doing a wrestler like Karrion Kross, where he's doing stuff beyond the traditional win title, lose title stuff. You know, and you gotta build that. I mean, look at Bray Wyatt. I mean, how much credibility you think he would have if every time he said shit it never happened? You know, it's the same thing with Kross. Like, that's the reason why he fell off bad, was because he kept saying shit and it just never happened. And that's kind of the thing there. Exactly. I will say this, like, between the Miz and the Wyatt Six, I think they're finally getting something decent with them, but they gotta have an end game. They gotta have a point A to point B type of plan. If they just coast on a few things that have happened, then it's not gonna work well. All right. But yes. Streaming. Yeah, yeah, that was bad. The mask thing was bad, definitely. But yeah, I do plan on streaming again today. It's gonna be later in the day, like in the evening, but it's gonna be more Legends League stuff. Monday and Tuesday, I'm gonna try to do 2 a day. We'll see how things play out with that, but that's gonna be the plan. But we'll see. But there's gonna be another one of these later today, at least. But yeah, outside of all that though, that's gonna do it for this stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys want to chat with anyone at the camping company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the about page / about section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.